football. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Paul Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Power football with the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they're getting it. Make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
There's a live football. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the lone running back. Breaks the tackle. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's Orji trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Toss sweep to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the air, it's Aller. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
A first down for the offense. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Warren. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
2nd and 10 here. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drum.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 3, Penn State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they need to get back.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Oh, he wants it all. Balls it in on the right. Running toward the tape. 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Saunders. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. The 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back to throw, it's Orji. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Strikes the blow. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wolverines are on the move. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. On the move. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. And he doesn't quite get the score. Ridden out of bounds at the 3.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That's caught. It's Singleton. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw. It's Aller. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
At the 49-yard line. Third down coming up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Penn State 21, Michigan 17.
First down to start the drive after the break. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Allard. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to... He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. If you want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points in a safety.
Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
The Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Running behind that left side. On the move at the 30. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on first and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It's finished off with the quarterback sneak. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This offense has a second down play. They want to run this quarterback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles. And, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3-and-out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Here we go. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.